And that's how we set up for Sister Party.
Cue the theme song.
Did you get any of that?
Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, my name is Yana Refense, aka your one and only, aka Sun God Yao.
Hey everybody! Hi everyone, my name is Olerato, love Olerato on Instagram, and welcome to
Sister Party! Sister Party! Sister Party! We're coming to you live from the Hot Girl headquarters,
HGHQ, baby!
where hot girls reside. Today's episode is actually really packed. In this episode, we're doing another Rich Mnisi unboxing of something that I think it's just so me. I'm very excited. Yeah, it's very on brand. Stay tuned.
The girls are going to the Fenty launch. Fenty Beauty launched in South Africa, as you obviously know. And I went to the launch, so stay tuned for that.
I'm doing a sewing DIY. I think it's actually more of an upcycling. And I'm coining the segment Rework Your Wardrobe.
And I took another trip to the UGG store where I bought a Huda Beauty palette, and I'm going to be doing a little makeup look for you guys, as well as a palette review, you know, for the girls.
We were also invited to a Converse event.
Hashtag CreateNext.
And that was really fun. And we're bringing you another dose of Let's Learn About the Industry with somebody that we revere as a fashion journalist, Khensani. We love Converse so much.
And I think definitely for you, it was a dream come true.
Honestly, I've been collecting Converse for as long as I can remember.
Remember, if you go back to like episode 2 or something like that, she did the whole Converse collab collection display that she did there.
Yeah, that was episode 3.
We were invited to go spend the day with them. We had a lot of fun.
There were 3 artists and they each had an installation, and we just got to experience each of the installations, and then we got to paint. We spent the rest of the day painting.
Today we hit Mangrove. Today is the 20-something of June, and we're here for the Converse event.
We're at Mangrove.
You're on Sister Party.
This is for the channel, y'all.
My room.
Yeah, please.
The room, when you walk in, like you have like a warm cloud, but when you're about to enter the garden, you have like icy clouds.
Yeah.
So we know like cloud typically is just rain that benefits the world.
Yeah.
So I believe each and every creative has that talent.
Cool.
That benefits the world and make it a benefit. How are you gonna enter today? Get yourself.
Okay.
Let how motivation comes from. I don't know what you want to be, or who you are right now. Just know that you will benefit.
Oh, whoa!
Get this blank expression. And the way I feel, I wanna curl up like a child.
I know we look really good.
Is that you?
Listen, we're filming in 4K, and we want to show you. We want to show you the magic. Show you. Excuse me.
I'm Yana Ravenza, aka your one and only, aka Sun God, y'all.
And I'm talking, you know what the motherfucking cuteness. No evil from the against me shall prosper. We'll see you in the next video. And until then, remember, be a bad bitch. Always. Hi, everybody.
It was really fun.
Yeah.
We're with a bunch of creatives in our industry that also are as into what we do. And
Yeah.
I just love the idea of being invited to come and paint. Like, I love painting.
What a fun day. So we want to say thank you so much to the Converse team for inviting us, and let's do it again soon. I was perusing the Rich Mnisi website, as I do, and I saw the new collection, and I was just like casually scrolling, and then I saw it. I saw a Rich Mnisi do-rag, and do-rag Yao started weeping. I realized that it came in red, and I just knew that I had to have it. Any amount of money was not going to be ridiculous enough for me to not get it.
Does it only come in red?
It comes in red and black, and I got because I have a black do-rag already, so I'm just like expanding my do-rag collection. If you're watching my Instagram, you'll know how many do-rags I have, and now I have one more. So watch this unboxing. I'm so happy to finally be unboxing what I'm about to unbox. I think in episode 12, I manifested a pair of shoes. I still want them in red. I saw them on Public Desire and they were in red and they got sold out in a size 5. But I still have hope that I'm gonna get them. I said that I wasn't gonna live my life without the Public Desire red thigh-high wedge boots. Now I don't have to. This came in the mail. I haven't unboxed them. I've had these for quite a while actually. So here we go. It's giving Hermes, but it's not. It's Public Desire. Oh. Wow! Oh my gosh. Thigh-high boots. So this is them, the exact same ones, but in red. See that? I have a ton of ideas of how I'm gonna wear these. I got them on sale. I think they were like translated to about like 700 Rand. Oh, and then I decided I wanted to get something to match this, because this is pretty, can I say badass on the show? This is pretty badass. These shoes are not for people who are afraid. You kind of really need to know what you're doing, once again, when you wear these shoes. I'm definitely into them. Amina Muadi dupes. So, I also got this. This unnamed package is from Rich Mnisi. So this, I ordered like a Rich Mnisi do-rag online to match with the red boots. And it literally came the day after, as usual. I've had this for so long and I haven't opened it. So let me tell you about instant gratification. It's not one of my vices. This is Barcelona, our mail opener.
Thanks, KB.
Thank you, KB. Inside, you get a Rich Mnisi dust bag. And it's a little bit more like silk than the last one. And you get this card. Let's see what the card says. Oh, that's very cute. The card is actually just your invoice. Stunning. It says, thank you for shopping with us. Of course, Rich. Christmas time. Oh, stunning. So, obviously, as per usual, And now the star of the show, a red Rich Mnisi do-rag. Hold for applause. And then on the inside, it has a tag. Ah, it's double lined. Look at this. Nobody can actually tell me anything. So these two are meant to go together. And let me tell you something about style. You're either born with it or you're not. And that is another unboxing here on Sister Party. Thank you for watching. Back to studio. Another thing about Rich Mnisi is that it literally arrived the next day. Thank you to Rich Mnisi for their incredible customer service. We love you.
As you know, Queen Mother Rihanna dropped her Fenty Beauty makeup and skincare range in Africa, and South Africa was one of the few chosen countries that got the drop. So as a makeup girl, I decided to go to the launch.
So this is what went down at the Fenty launch.
Check it out. So today is the 26th of May and I'm here at Sandton City, Johannesburg for the Fenty launch. Funny story, we actually came yesterday but we got the dates wrong. They said midnight on the 26th, so we thought it was going into the 26th, not, you know, the 26th. But nonetheless, we're here. I'm here. I'm about to... Okay, I can't vlog in the parking lot. What do I think this is? Why is it not going up? So, yeah. The queen is here! Ever since they dropped Fenty Beauty, I've just really wanted their lip glosses and I'm about to get it right now! Ah! But I won first. Okay, Miss Fenty. We're at the Oxford launch. What's your favorite product from the Fenty Beauty range?
My favorite Fenty Beauty product is the Cheeks Out.
Okay.
Blush. I'm obsessed with that blush. It's honestly, I don't even use cream blush like that, but that should have turned me into a cream blush girl.
Are you wearing it right now?
I'm fully wearing it right now.
I see it. I'm like, the cheeks are out. The cheeks are out.
Love it for us. The moment. The only makeup artist in South Africa. No, I'm joking.
Hey Kendra. Hey Kendra. Go Kendra.
I love the foundation, right? The Pro Filter, it was my first purchase like a couple of years ago. Love it. But my favorite has to be Gloss Bomb. And I'm wearing it right now.
The first Rihanna lyrics that come to mind.
I get it how I live it. I love it how I get it.
I pull her with a lemon. Not cause she ain't living. It's just your eyes get acidic.
And that's that on the Fenty event. Got a burger. Stay fed. Hi Pia. Oh guys. Hey guys. I got a gloss bomb and I won a little thing, like a little lip gloss lipstick thing. I need to still open it when I get home.
And we stole pictures.
And we got our Polaroids. They're so cute. But yeah, that's that. I'm speaking it into existence. I'm going to be working with Oxto Fenty Beauty soon. So catch me on that. But for tonight, the Fenty Beauty launch in SA. Bye!
Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Luu Cooks with our favorite chef,
Luhanyo.
Hi.
So we are here in the kitchen of the Sister Party Mansion with Chef Lou. Tell us, all these ingredients are here right now. What are we making?
We are making a basil pesto and salmon linguine. I could like eat basil pesto in anything. Eggs, pasta, pizza, the list goes on. I could probably put it in cereal.
Oh my goodness.
Don't judge me. But the point is that I love it so much. And let me tell you what we've got here. I have got some salmon, nice and fresh. I've cut it into cubes and removed the skin. And I've got some pecorino and Parmesan cheese. I have got pistachio nuts, some lemon wedges, because I'm gonna need that fresh lemon juice. Please don't use bottled lemon juice if you love me. I've got some parsley, garlic. I've got some fresh thyme, garlic cloves, and cubed butter. And then I've also obviously got linguine, some bread, because who has pasta without garlic bread? Fresh cream and olive oil, and fresh basil.
As usual, this sink is being used as a storage compartment and we sanitized this before, and I am the little helper for today.
Let's start cooking.
What's the first step? And before you get into it, also just 10 out of 10 for presentation.
Yeah, very much so.
Thank you.
Very cute, very cool. You know how we like to
Thank
keep
you.
it the party.
So firstly, we're gonna boil this pasta. While our pasta is boiling, we are going to make the basil pesto.
So what do we throw in a basil pesto?
I'm throwing in a handful of basil, a little bit of Parmesan cheese, a little bit of pecorino, and I would rather always put in less and add more to taste. Good, right? I'm gonna put in 3 or 4 garlic cloves. Honestly, you can never have too much garlic in anything.
Lemon juice for the vibes.
So
Half of these pistachio nuts, please. Love them loads. Some olive oil. Pour freely.
How much?
Pour for as long as I did. About 1/5 to 1/4 cup. I'll write this down and I'll put it on @Luu Cooks on Instagram. I'm just gonna throw in a bit of salt and some pepper. This is how it all looks when it's in there. And I'm just gonna send my little helper to blend it all up. We're back, and as you can see, we've changed the setup. I've got a little pot in here. I'm going to put it on a medium heat for now. I've got some butter. Use anything from 4 to 8 cubes, and I've got some fresh thyme in there. And I'm just gonna let that melt and infuse. The butter is all warm and we can really smell the thyme. So I'm going to throw in my fresh salmon that is cubed into there. Please don't let your butter get too hot because it's just gonna get brown and it's gonna change the flavor. Salt, extra bold peppercorns. And we want to take a few of the salmon cubes just to top it off at the end, you know. Presentation is key. And I'm gonna remove the thyme. And now I'm gonna throw in the cream. Here we go. Ooh, that looks amazing. Pasta. Throwing in the pesto. Now that I'm mixing in my pesto, I've got some pasta water here, which is the water I boiled the pasta in. And if you use plain water, it just won't add as much flavor. Literally what it's supposed to look like. I am just gonna cook this down a little bit more and we're gonna serve. I think we should make the garlic butter. Like I said, I've got some room temperature cubed butter over here. I've got crushed garlic. I'm just gonna add the fresh parsley that I've got. And then always throw a little bit of salt because have you tasted unsalted butter, girl?
Pink salt that matches my outfit.
Black pepper that matches my outfit.
Green pesto that matches my outfit. Throw in the garlic powder. And I am mixing it up. Once I've mixed my garlic butter up, I am going to butter both sides of this ciabatta bread with it and throw it in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes. It depends on how crispy and how brown you want it. Our pasta and garlic bread is ready and we're just going to serve it up.
Let's go.
I'm just gonna grab a bit,
It looks
throw it in there.
Nobody's gonna know.
Throw the Parmesan cheese shavings on top. And there you have it.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe I get to eat this. Listen.
And ta-da! Yeah.
So this is the final meal. Tell us about it.
A basil pesto and salmon pasta. And I think we should just dig in, let you guys know how it tastes.
It's so nice and rich and hearty. That's the perfect winter meal. Anytime meal, actually. Well done.
So good. Thank you. Let's get some garlic bread ASMR. Thank you so much for watching another episode of Luu Cooks. If you want to find this recipe, you're going to find it on my Instagram, like I said, at Luu Cooks. And back to Sister Party in the studio.
So after I went to the Fenty launch, I decided to look at the Huda Beauty eyeshadows. I've been having a bit of a weird relationship with eyeshadows.
Yeah.
I think I've been definitely loving the graphic liner situation.
Yeah, I understand why.
Yeah, that I kind of lost touch with the eyeshadow like blending skills. So I wanted to get that so I could get back into that. Hey Vogue! I'm kidding. Hey Sister Party Cult. I got this Huda Beauty palette from the ARC store. As you can see, it's a bit dirty because I use it a lot. It's called the Jaguar Wild Beauty palette. The colors were just what made me get it actually. Pretty, versatile, and like mature colors to have, or eyeshadow to have. So I'm going to be doing a little look for you. I'm going to show you something on this eye and another look on this eye. Something editorial, cute and cool. I'm going to just beat the base of my face as you know how I do, and see you soon. Done. Okay, so now we're getting into the fun part. In true Sister Party fashion, I'm just going to go with the vibes right now. I'm feeling a bit groovy, you know. So I want to incorporate some gold. And because gold and silver go together, so maybe I'll do something gold on this side and silver this side. But let me start right now just with a gold in a corner for the one eye. I love a gold in the corner. I think it's just so interesting to look at. It adds that extra pop. Definitely, I like this eyeshadow because it's very pigmented. Sometimes I like to use my finger because I feel like it really just has a smooth finish to it. I've been having like a weird relationship with eyeshadows lately. I also just like, it brings me back to the point of why I'm doing this. I'm doing this to challenge myself. I feel like for a while I didn't really like play around with makeup because I wanted everything to be perfect, you know. This channel is supposed to be my safe space, and at some point it just became like not a safe space. So Sister Party Cult, this is a makeup journey we're going on. Like, I'm not an expert at what I do, but I'm good at it. And to be good at something, you need to practice. And it's not always going to come out the way you want it to. So right now I'm just trying to freestyle, you know, just to like get that, just to tap into that creative muscle, you know, just like stretch that creative muscle. you see me glimmering and glistening? I'm gonna do like an ombre vibe right now. Then I'm gonna go in with this greeny black color. I'm a sucker for cat eye shape if you haven't noticed. Do you see this green? Look at this green. Like, it's so pretty. This is what this looks like. I'm living for the shimmer. Right. Alright, so with the second eye, I'm gonna go and use my mom's favorite color, purple. And I'm gonna just give you a purple glittery metallic look. I really like that this was such a like deep bold color. Now let's take it up a notch. Let's take it to another level. Let's say silver goes into purple and then silver again, and then we can take it like out like in a like a rectangular vibe. So there's two purples. There's like a deeper purple and a metallic purple. So I'm gonna go in with the deeper purple first, and then I'm gonna go with the metallic purple. So I'm trying to make like a rectangular shape. I'm also showing you two different eye shapes right now. A cat eye and a rectangular shape eye. Watch me freehand the cat eye right now. Purr. Purr. Line and lashes. Give me a second. Be right back. In true sister party fashion, I took it a step further and I decided to incorporate a lip moment. So I just did like a brown liner on my lip, and then I made a little like shimmer using the middle one because I feel like it didn't pop as much as I wanted to in my eyes. So now let me incorporate it into the lip. And yeah, everybody, there you have it. This palette created these two gorgeous girl looks. Until next time, stay sexy. Back to sister party in studio.
At the end of 2020, at the beginning of 2021, I kind of discovered this new silhouette. It's not a new silhouette, it's a new style. And I kind of fell madly in love. And I just feel like there's nothing more to say besides let's rework my wardrobe in this upcycling segment called Rework Your Wardrobe.
I said thank you, I designed it. Not your average girl.
I was inspired by Margiela's Spring 2019 collection to remix this blazer that I had from H&M. The creative director, John Galliano, was inspired by his own memories of always questioning the accepted norms and non-conformity, and that was what I was going for in the construction and styling of this garment. I was inspired by look 5 of the collection. I'm so fascinated by the idea of fashion-forward, cheeky garments that are still office appropriate. When I started this garment, I thought I wanted to leave the hem with a raw edge, but later I realized that I wanted more of a tailored look. I started out by taking in the 2 side seams to give some definition to my waist and to give the blazer a little bit more of an hourglass shape. I tried it on, and after cutting the arches according to the size of my hips, I was happy, and this is where I decided that I needed a cookie break. When I initially cut the arches, I didn't leave a seam allowance because I wanted a raw edge, and later I decided against that, so I had to take in the seam allowance to about 0.5 centimeters. I pressed it down to make it easier for me to sew, but it wasn't the easiest endeavor, I must admit. To get the proportions right for my body, I had to take off a centimeter at the bottom of the blazer. So this is me measuring it out. Then I left a 2 centimeter seam allowance and cut that part off.
I removed the bulk from the inner corners of the inside so that it wouldn't be bulky when I sewed everything together, and I pressed it down and sewed everything up. I top stitched the arches of the blazer, and this is the final look. I paired it with some Levi's denims that I created at Levi's House Africa, and some loafers that I got from Call It Spring, and just a top from Zara and a bag from The Fix.
I will say, as a creative, it takes a lot. It took a lot for me to make that. I was fighting myself a lot of the time, but I'm really glad I did it. And finally, it's everyone's favorite segment, and by everyone, I mean me and my mom.
Hi, mommy.
It's time to learn about the industry, and let's learn about the industry. Today we're interviewing somebody who we really love. She has a YouTube channel which we should all be checking out. If you want to learn more about fashion in the African context, I would say. So let's learn about what it takes to be a fashion journalist in Let's Learn About the Industry.
Classes in session.
Welcome to Let's Learn About the Industry, where we learn about the industry. Today's guest is an esteemed writer, a really fun homegirl, and somebody who has 2 cats. Khensani.
Like, stop coming for my cats, yeah. Hello everybody, welcome to Sister Party.
Hey, I don't even know how to start, but we can start with your background. Like, what did you study? What's the vibe? How did we get here?
I spent a lot of time on the internet as a kid, so
yeah.
At some point, like around 2012, 2011, there was this whole growing phenomenon of fashion bloggers, and I really loved it. I was in the space more. I was discovering things like style.com, which is what Vogue Runway used to be.
Yeah.
And I just got really into the idea of like writing about fashion, especially like some of the writers I really liked were like Susie Menkes.
Yes.
She still writes for Vogue, I think.
Yes.
Robin Gavin, love her, and they were really like writing about fashion in this really cool, interesting way. Like they were bringing in like art and history and anthropology and culture. Yeah, for a while I was just writing my little blogs in my room, having a million wrong, loud opinions about like Ascadilla or whatever. I got my first like writing gig when I was like in grade 11.
Crazy.
I think I was 16, yeah, and I wrote about Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week that year. It was really cool, and like I liked it ever since. I've been writing ever since then. And then I decided to study fashion design for some reason.
Where do you study?
Life, girl. You know.
We know.
Yeah. But I mean, the nice thing about being a life though was like we did cover sort of like fashion theory.
Yes, I was gonna jump into that.
Yeah, I loved that. A little bit of history of fashion, and carried on writing ever since then.
So, what publications have you written for?
Oh, it's so sad. A lot of them are like defunct now.
No, and it'd be like that.
I've done stuff for like Women's 24, Bubblegum Club, The Throne. When Rich Mnisi had his little magazine, I'm not saying little magazine. He had his magazine for his furniture collection with BMW and this other girl that wrote for that.
Okay, so you have a YouTube channel where you basically do fashion essays. It's gonna be here on your screen. Go and subscribe. So I wanted to know what inspired you to start your YouTube channel.
I think the main thing was at some point I was writing a lot, but to be very honest, like no one was reading it. I was like, oh, I could just read the stuff I write aloud.
Yeah.
Cover to like hit 2 birds with 1 stone kind of thing. And there's also a lot of few like video essayists on YouTube that I really enjoyed. And I enjoy podcasts. I love listening to people talk about something. And I was like, this just combines all the stuff I like. And also I can't shut up.
Yeah.
So like
same. And how has the like audience responded? Like the South African audience that's not necessarily like they're not super into like
not like the industry
theory.
people actually very surprisingly really well. I was really shocked. Like everyone was engaging with me. People were like actually watching and like speaking about the things I was saying.
Nice.
I had people correcting me. Like it was so cool. Like I was like actually having a conversation. So it's been really nice. Like I found some like people online who, and a lot of people that actually like do watch some of my videos aren't even in fashion. And I always get a lot of people will be like, I never knew that I would care about fashion in this way, or I never knew that like clothing was this important, etc., etc. So that's actually been a very interesting surprise response.
So YouTube is obviously like a digital platform, and we kind of live in like a digital world. Before, fashion journalism was like, you know, it was all print media. You would just be like, I want to intern at Elle so that I can like write about fashion, or like Vogue or whatever. So now, how can we kind of express it through a digital lens? How can you like make the best use of this digital world that we're living in?
I mean, that's a tough question, because I think that's the thing you see that like everyone is struggling with now, right? Like Vogue is, they're not getting the kind of, I think, attention they used to, kind of thing. So I think the biggest thing is just adapting. A lot of your like fashion publications have moved to podcasting, and they've moved to video. It's just kind of, it's not so much that, I think people are still interested in the content and the subject matter. It's a matter of just like meeting them where they are.
Yeah, like the way that we consume information.
But also at the same time, I think there's still a dedicated audience of people who don't mind reading things. Yeah. And it's just a matter of like, if you tell the story good enough, if you are delivering something of quality, like they're gonna come to it, I think.
Okay. What do you think fashion schools or like universities, tertiary education institutions can do to cultivate and like nurture fashion theory students? Because I don't think like in South Africa writing about fashion is that big, and it was one of my favorite subjects. I was really good at my lecture, really loved me, shout out to Cindy. But like I just didn't at the time didn't see like how I could
like apply it or use
it, make it my career or anything like that.
I mean, no, that's a tough question. I think the number one issue with like fashion education in general is that when you go to like fashion school, I think they make it too commercial based. So the idea is like making things that sell, and that's the main thing you're focused on. Like I think there's so much space in fashion theory and everything for like anthropology students, history students, actually like academics as well, because that's cultural artifact, that's history, is like clothing, the way we dress, the visual language, etc. So I think if there was a broader understanding that also there's a thing about clothing that extends beyond just the buying and selling and wearing as well. It is culture, it's history, it's traditions, it's techniques. Or if you were working in buying or something, you want to penetrate the Zimbabwean market or something, through like fashion theory, you can understand a way of understanding the way they dress and the way they approach clothing to understand how better to sell to them. Or like,
how do fashion journalists make money? Like I understand that you write articles. I think another thing about this little segment is that I also get to learn.
It's not a business I would suggest for anyone who wants to become rich. There's like different ways you can sort of decide how to charge. So most people now work as freelancers. If you are working for like a magazine or something, you'd probably just get a fixed salary. But if you're like me and you freelance, you would either charge on something like a per word basis. So a lot of writers will have different rates for how much they charge a word. I know that like back in the 90s or 80s, like who's that lady that wrote Sex and the City? Candace Bushnell. She said they used to get paid like something like $10 a word, which is actually really a lot if you're writing 1,000 to 2,000 words, that kind of thing.
Also in the 80s and 90s, you know.
That's also that's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. That's what I'm saying.
That's why you had all those writers. That's why when everyone's like Carrie Bradshaw was wearing like Manolo Blahniks and stuff like that.
That makes sense. I never understood how she's a writer and she's like a designer.
And now it's sort of, you would have a fixed rate that you charge per word, and that kind of gets determined by like your level of experience, your expertise on the subject matter, how much the publication is willing to pay, also maybe how long what you're writing is for. So you might charge a little bit less per word if it's something that's going to be like 500 words, whereas you might charge a bit more if you're writing like 3 pages worth, like 2,000 words. I think you probably would get a little bit more money if you were writing for print, just generally because print has a longer lifespan, so usually that stuff's a bit more long form, it's meant to last a bit longer. Some people also charge like per hour, I think especially if you do something very research heavy. So if you're like an investigative fashion journalist, you might do that if you've got to go do like interviews with people, if you've got to go like out to places and you've got to do traveling, etc., to get sources and information, so you might charge on an hourly basis.
Okay, so I know a lot of fashion enthusiasts and like fashion students, we all really dream of like a Vogue Africa. And it is something of a controversial topic, and I would love to know your thoughts on it. Would it work? Do we need it? Should we start our own thing? Thoughts? Conversation.
I mean, it's like, what's the purpose of it though? Like, also I think Vogue Africa is like, there's 54 countries in. That's a lot of base to cover. And also I think primarily you'd probably just end up being reduced to like South Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, just because of the way those things are set up. But the other thing is, I just always say that like, I don't mind. If you guys want to have it. I'd love to see I'll do it, because I just want to know where you're going to get all the advertising spent. Because that's essentially how a magazine makes most of its money, more from then like subscriptions or people buying copies is advertising spend. That's the other thing. And also the other thing is like, it's like Vogue right now is currently struggling to sell. So I just think the challenges to a Vogue Africa would be enormous. And then also the other thing is, I think so many fashion journalists and writers have become copywriters now. They're doing production, they're managing like PR agencies as well. So there's also like a vacuum of talent. Not that it doesn't exist, but it's like, are you guys gonna be able to pay them more than they're getting now from doing like copywriting and managing PR and running social media?
So then is it a dying industry? Should we like give up on this?
No.
What happens? What do you do then if you're, you know, in fashion school and you're like, oh, fashion theory is my thing. I love it so much. I love writing essays.
You can reach a bigger audience than ever before because of the internet. You know what I mean? If you can just make some good quality, interesting content on TikTok or YouTube, etc., like you can find the audience. There's people who want to know about this stuff. And the thing is that like fashion is such a big business that like there will always be people needed to write its stories and to contextualize everything and explain things to other people and stuff. And it's just really a matter of finding new ways to adapt to things.
Before we sign out,
closing thoughts, last statement. Just for anyone who does want to get into the crazy world of fashion writing and fashion journalism, know what you're writing for, who you're writing for, and why, and you'll find it. And also it's a really exciting time for South African fashion, especially right now, and the continent at large. There's a lot of stories that need to be covered and need to be shared and written, so the opportunities are there. Just go find your way and take them, and you know, do the best with what you have, because what we have is actually pretty good.
I agree. Let them know where to find you.
My plugs: I be on the YouTubes, I am on the Instagram and the TikTok as OKBaddyK. Don't follow me on Twitter.
Don't do that.
Stop.
Your Twitter is like a PG-16.
And I'm also always happy to discuss anything. If anyone has any further questions from anything I've said today, like you can just hit me up.
Really cool.
I love to chat. I love to talk, obviously. So yeah, that's that.
Khensani, thank you so much for being on this couch with us. Thank you for being on Sister Party. I've been wanting to do this for a while.
It's my favorite channel, guys. Watch Sister
Besides
Party.
yours,
Not even more than mine.
Back to Sister Party in studio.
Thank you so much, Khensani, for coming through and gracing us with your presence and your knowledge.
You know that we're obsessed with you.
We love you.
And that big, fat, juicy brain of yours. Make sure that you follow Khensani on her socials. They're linked down below.
Khensani, you are always welcome in HGHQ.
Baby!
Sister Party.
Baby! So this has been episode 14 of Sister Party. Thank you so much for sticking by us and joining us on this really fun, really busy episode. As you all know, we're gunning for 1,000 subscribers and we are so close to hitting our mark. And when we do, we have a special surprise for 2 of our subscribers. Tell them what it is.
2 pairs of Reebok sneakers.
So why wouldn't you want to win a pair of Reebok sneakers? All you need to do is subscribe to this very channel and it could be you. Speaking of socials, follow us on Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah, we've got a TikTok now.
Like, comment, subscribe. My birthday is coming up soon. Woo! Happy Leo season to all the Leos out there. Do you want to update them on anything?
I'm getting thick.
Girls be like, I've got some news.
Nails by Nailed Nzembu.
Thank you, Nailed Nzembu, for these gorgeous, gorgeous nails.
We love you.
Oh my gosh, make it that dentist appointment that you've been postponing.
Oh my gosh, go to the doctor and get like a pap smear.
Get a pap smear, it's Women's Month.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Women's Month!
I think it's like there's a special.
Yeah, for a discount.
Like discount.
Yeah.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, do that. And I think that's it. Are we out?
I think we're out. Yeah.
Until next time,
eat your veggies
and cut!
People are lit.